I think we might have time to watch all 3. I have 3 replays. So today I was just chilling. I was just, testing frame rate, probably, in Rocket League on my new PC. And then Ahmad asked me if I wanted to see some really funny ranked games. So, of course, I said, yeah, why not? Let's take a look at them. It's Ahmad and oKhalid. They're both playing with full stop names. Let's take a look at some funny replays. Some good replays that Ahmad and oKhalid played today against various players in the high-rated community of Rocket League. This is against Exotic and MMR Free. Now, Exotic's actually an interesting player these days, more so than he was before, because he is in Monkey Moon's team for IWO. Monkey Moon, Casio, Exotic. No Extra in Monkey Moon's team. I'm not entirely sure why. I imagine Extra's probably taking a break or something. Oof, that was pretty clean. And that was also pretty clean, as oKhalid booms in the first shot of the game. I just realized I probably have the game sound really quiet. Let me turn it up. If this is too loud, let me know, guys. I'm kind of testing. Oh, that feels really loud. Hold on. Oh, that's super loud. I gotta turn that down. That's... Okay, let me turn that down. Is that too loud? I just heard the rumble of the Fennec. I was like, whoa. I've never heard that before. We're on oKhalid's card. The only way you can tell the difference between oKhalid and Ahmad in these games is Ahmad has the alpha wheels. Is it still too loud? Is it good now? Type 1 if it's good, 2 if it's too loud. But yeah, we're on oKhalid POV for this game. He started off the game with a very nice recovery. Oh, a good flick there by MMR Free. I'm not sure who MMR Free is. Okay, a few people are saying this is too loud, so before we continue, I'm just going to try a different volume. Let's try this. Just spam 3 if this new volume is okay. Apologies for the technicals, guys. It's a bit of a test stream today because this is my first stream on the new PC, so inevitably every audio setting is broken. Actually, my audio is so scuffed. I've had the same mixer, I've had the same audio setup for probably around 3 years now. No, it's got to be longer, actually. Yeah, so it's about 3.5 years, I think. Or maybe is it 4.5 years? Oh my goodness, it might be 4 years. I'm just now realizing how long ago it was. Yeah, 4 years I've had the same setup. And when I got it, I'm so terrible at setting up audio equipment that as soon as I got it to work, oh, beautiful flick by Exotic. That's 1 from each of them. Very nice. But yeah, when I got my mixer 4 years ago, I spent an entire day trying to get it working. I spent an entire day just trying to get my microphone, my audio, my speakers, my everything plugged in and working. And I finally got it working, but it was a complete fluke. I don't know how it happened. I just randomly started. I was so frustrated that I couldn't do it logically that I just started plugging things in random places, pushing random buttons, twisting all of the random things. And at some point it worked. I was like, wait, what have I done? I don't know, but I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know how it's working or why it's working, but it is working. So I'm gonna leave it like that. And I haven't touched it for 4 years. It's just been sitting there everything's been plugged in the same way for 4 years. Every time I moved my PC, because I moved house, and when I moved house, I just left everything plugged in. I just moved the PC and the mixer and all of my sound equipment plugged in. I just took it all connected. So when I got to my new house, it was still working. The problem is when I got the new PC just yesterday, I plugged it all into the new PC. Of course, it didn't work. So I had to do, oh man, all of yesterday, I had to do it again. I had to fix it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I still haven't figured out how to make it work. But I've done it again. I fluked it a second time. It's working, I think. We're probably going to go to, the VOD of this Twitch stream and find out there isn't any audio. Something's probably gone wrong, but I haven't found the problem yet. Therefore, I've fluked it again, and we're just running with it. So, yeah. That's how scuffed my audio is. But hey, you guys can hear me. You can hear the Rocket League audio. I'll call that a victory. So... On top of that, by the way, I have accidentally poured water on this mixer. And I'm not talking about, when people tell you that they poured water on their equipment, they really just mean like they got a drop of water on it and they're exaggerating. No, I poured a full glass of water on this mixer, multiple times. I did it on stream actually one time. You guys remember the grid stream? I think it was for Space Station Gaming. I was casting with Smellsworth, accidentally knocked over an entire glass of water onto my mixer, and you guys just heard the crackling. I was like, okay, this mixer's done, and thus ends my audio equipment. So I accidentally spilled water on it, and it fixed itself. I gave it like, 20 minutes to drink up all the water. Sure enough, it came back, and then we finished the stream. We finished the grid stream. So it was, it was an interesting adventure with this mixer. I feel very attached to it. Yeah, it was a large glass. It was like almost a pint glass of water I spilled on this thing. I've done it once as well, off stream. It was a disaster. I don't know why. I was such an idiot. Like, nowadays, I've grown as an intellectual in real life, because these days I put my glass of water at the opposite side of the desk to the mixer. But back then, I just had it on the same side of the desk as the mixer. Not only same side, actually neighbors. It was so close to the mixer, in fact, that when I nudged it with my elbow, it was the mixer that tripped up the glass and knocked it into itself. So I was probably asking for it. Okay, we've got a 4-4 game here. That was my story with audio. Hopefully you guys have heard the game sound all throughout this. We haven't had any issues. I've not watched this VOD back, obviously, so I don't know. Gonna have to do that later. But some good goals on both teams. Exotic and MMR Free, whoever that is, have scored good flicks. And Ahmad scored a mind game air dribble. Khalid scored a couple of very nice shots, but he also scored a ceiling shot where he whiffed the ball, and I think Exotic read him hitting it, so he ended up misreading it, obviously. But yeah, Ahmad didn't say scuffed games for this. A lot of people are saying this game's scuffed. I mean, there's been a few scuffed moments, but I wouldn't say it's too scuffed. Happens in all games. All ranked grinds, you're gonna have the games that are scuffed, the games that are insane. But yeah, this game I actually found on ballchasing.com. The other two games that we're gonna watch, Ahmad sent them to me. So okay, there we go. Khalid with another mind game. I don't know if he meant that, but he has actually faked that perfectly so that Ahmad can score, and they take the first game in overtime immediately. Let's get into the second one here. This is a game that Ahmad sent me, and it is a very fun one as well. So I have watched this one because he sent it to me. I was like, okay, what is this? What is this? Why is Ahmad sending me a replay? Let's see if we can find the full stop that is Ahmad. We watched Khalid last game. Nope, that's Khalid. This one must be Ahmad. There we go. Not sure why they're both playing as full stop these days. Good read there by Ahmad to start things off. And yeah, in this game they're against Monkey Moon and Jack. So this is a super high rated lobby. In fact, I think Ahmad is the lowest rated player in the lobby, and he's just air dribble bumped Monkey Moon. 16 seconds into the game. Monkey Moon on Fennec. Yeah, that's a bit weird, right? Everybody on Fennec in this lobby. By the way, thank you to Owi Yoba for the 2-year tier 1. 100 bits from worst name ever. QWERTY with the 23-month tier 1. A 2-month prime from Swarm Rain. 2-month prime from Josiah Holla. Thermometer with the 3-month prime. He says prime, one of the best decisions my girlfriend made. Why? So you can sub to me, I'm sure. An absolute trash RL thanks for the 10-month prime. That is exactly how I would describe my ranked teammates. Welcome to the channel, everybody. We're going to be doing just a little short stream here. It's a bit of a test stream. And also, I wanted to watch these replays with you guys because they are brilliant. Well, the first one there, I hadn't actually seen that one before. This one I have seen, and it is pretty funny. The next one as well is not so much funny, it's just a really good game. Ooh! As Jack and Monkey Moon struggling from the get-go. What rank do I think the top players from 2017 would reach today? 2017. I've got to think. I've got to always stop and think every time somebody... What is happening? What? Pretty sure Ahmad just own goal, but somehow it didn't go in. It like pinballed off 3 players and stayed out. Very lucky. 2017. Who's a top player in 2017? I can't think off the top of my head every time I try and figure it out. What was going on in 2017? I'm pretty sure DreamHack Summer was 2017. So that means RLCS Season 3 was 2017, right? I think. Okay, RLCS Season 3 is definitely a big step up from RLCS Season 2. Oh, that's a double demo. Ahmad gets Monkey Moon twice, and there he is! He gets him the third time because he spawns perfectly in front of him. He rolled the dice. Well, he actually flipped the coin, I guess, because it is just a 50-50. Demos Monkey Moon 3 times in a row. I wonder. It's going to be a bit of a clapback. Monkey Moon's looking for He's looking for Ahmad now. Just in case you guys were wondering, are the like pro-rated games, like are the highest rated games in the world? 'Cause this is, you know, Jack, Monkey Moon, oKhalid are all top 10 in the twos leaderboard, and Ahmad is absolutely up there as well. Well, it turns out all those games are the exact same as you guys. If you demo somebody 2 or 3 times, they come looking for you. So it happens at the top of the game as well. But yeah, Ahmad and oKhalid taking that one 3-0. That's GG's. FF with almost half the game to go. Monkey Moon and Jack not having it. But we've got one more here before we raid Roldays. I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I'm going to be doing on Roldays stream in a second. Let me just make sure I've got this replay loaded for you guys. We'll go Ahmad POV again here. We watched Khalid one game. Let's watch Ahmad for 2 because he actually sent me these replays. He's against Exotic again, and he's teaming up with Whiskey Drink. Who is Whiskey Drink? Who is that? Is that somebody else? But yeah, after this game, after we watch this game, I'm going to raid Roldays, and then I'm going to be joining him and 8 others on his stream for the RL 2021 draft. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, but I think we're allowed to draft our teams out of the top players, out of the RLCSX players from NA, and we're all going to get our own NA teams. Look at Exotic speed there. Ahmad just waited for a split second and he gets dusted. Does happen. Even Ahmad gets dusted on occasion. But yeah, that's going to be fun. So do stick around. Even though this is a short stream for me, I will be on Roldays stream immediately afterwards. So I'm not going to be off Twitch for a bit. That should be banter. T-Bates is going to be on there as well. Hey, what's up, T-Bates? See you in chat there. T-Bates, Dazarin, I think Corelli's in there. I think CJ is going to be joining us. I've forgotten who all the others are, as Ahmad misses an open net miss here. And T-Bates, I saw you asking, did I notice the Ahmad shot from apparently Jack's video? Yes, I did. I actually spotted apparently Jack's video with that he played twos with Ahmad right before I went out for dinner today. So my plan was to watch that as soon as I got back, and that is exactly what I did. I got back from dinner, I watched apparently Jack's twos video with Ahmad, and then I went live to stream you guys these games. That's been what I've been up to. I'd recommend you guys check out Jack's channel. He's pumping out content daily, high rated 1s, 2s, everything, and it's always really entertaining stuff. Yeah, Ahmad got some pretty sick plays in Jack's video with him. Do RLCS casters aren't enough to make a living, or does everyone have day jobs? I think some of the RLCS casters have day jobs because they've only recently been added to the main RLCS casting roster. But for all the guys who have been mainstays throughout RLCS Season X and even before RLCS Season X, yes, RLCS casting is enough to make a living. And Psyonix are one of the few esports companies, as far as I'm aware, Psyonix are one of the few esports companies who have kept paying their casting talent the same, and even as far as I'm aware, given some raises to people during the online era of esports, because obviously COVID made LANs a rarity and even impossible in some cases. Oh, what a read there by Ahmad. How's he got that? What on earth is this? So yeah, I don't think Psyonix got anywhere near enough props for how they've handled the COVID situation in esports, because they've like kept paying everybody the same rates as before and given everybody more work. So the way that casting works is you usually get paid a day rate. So every day that you work, you get paid a certain amount for that day. and the day rates that Psyonix have been offering people are the same, and in some cases they've given raises compared to before COVID happened. Even though everybody's working from home now, so technically the work is easier than flying to a foreign country and doing an event with multiple travel days and so on. So yeah, Psyonix deserve a lot of praise for that in my opinion. Really looking after their casting talent very well. Whereas other esports talent, other esports casters have had to take big hits to their earnings. There's less events in some esports compared to before COVID, and they're getting paid less for those events than they got paid for the more events that they did before. So yeah, definitely it's been a hard time for a lot of casting talent. Why are Ahmad's recovery so good? Ahmad doesn't stop moving. He is just always supersonic, sometimes to a detriment, but I feel the way that Ahmad plays is the future of Rocket League, because eventually everybody will be playing at supersonic all the time, and he's already at that level. He's already practicing that, and even though sometimes he goes a bit too fast and arrives in a position that he can't manipulate the ball the way he wants to, he is still playing the game the way that it should be played. Like, there's a speed limit in the game. You should, the future of Rocket League is people will be at that speed limit for more of the game, so that they can outplay their opponents more, so that they can demo more. But yeah, as you can see, he doesn't always drive fast in the right directions. I mean, there Ahmad just leaves the net wide open. It would have made more sense to just stay in the net. So now they're still down by 2 here. Not too much time left on the clock. Yeah, Ahmad is an air roll left-righter, so he's got that advantage. Any controller player who wants to be serious about maximizing their ability in Rocket League needs to use air roll left and right. If you're a keyboard mouse player, you don't really need to do that, because keyboard and mouse already has full diagonal air roll speed. One of the advantages of KBM. That was a really good backboard read by Exotic on the last oKhalid Ahmad attack there, by the way. Not a good idea to leave Khalid with a free flick at the near post, though. Would have made more sense to flip into him. Hey, Bob Films, thanks for the 10-month tier 1. I appreciate it, man. And of course, it's another fake kickoff. Exotic's out of the game. It's a tie. You always have to look out for the cheeky kickoffs against the KSA boys. They're so good at it. I mean, they always mix it up as well. I saw another one of apparently Jack's recent 2's videos that I watched. He was against Twiz and SMW, and they faked that kickoff. So Jack tried to counter it by just driving straight into the ball and chipping it. And in fact, Twiz or SMW, I can't remember who was doing the kickoff, actually just hit the ball normally, so they ended up scoring off it. So yeah, it's not like they're just one-trick ponies here. They're really playing a lot of mind games with their kickoffs as well. Somebody's got to challenge Ahmad here, or something bad might happen. Try a double reset, 5-4 OT after the comeback. I know you guys want to see that again from everybody's POV, so let's run it back. Whiskey's in defense, 1 reset, 2, and you don't catch that. That's just too good. Placement is perfect. The speed is unbelievable. And I really don't think I'm exaggerating when I'm telling you guys, I think Ahmad is the hardest player to defend in all of Rocket League. I really think he is. I think Ahmad is the hardest player to defend. I think there's like some aspects of his game that are not at the same level. I think, sometimes defensive positioning gets him in trouble, and sometimes his decision making can be a bit questionable. He'll go for things that are a bit too crazy, but I think when it comes to offensive capabilities, Ahmad is the hardest player to defend in the world. The only other players that I can think of that come close to him are Justin, Astral. I'm talking about 3v3 offense, by the way, guys. Aerial offense, fast-paced offense. I'm not talking about 1v1 offense. But yeah, I think Justin is very, very hard to defend as well. Astral's extremely difficult to defend. Alpha 54, when he's playing more than 54 hours every 2 weeks, is pretty difficult to defend. I wouldn't put First Killer quite on the same level as those guys. I think First Killer's strengths are a lot more in defense and solidity, as well as having very good offense. I wouldn't put him in the same conversation as of undefendable as Ahmad, Astral, Justin, Alpha more than 54 hours every 2 weeks. Mist would probably be my next player who's very hard to defend, actually, because he's a powerhouse in offense. But yeah, there's a lot. I'm being very specific here with my description. I'm saying hard to defend, hard to stop this guy from scoring. If you're just talking about offensive pressure, then you open the door to players like Mark by 8 who are doing things besides scoring. They're cutting rotation, stealing boost, bumping, and going for random touches in the midfield to disrupt the play. That's something we saw Rapid do against FaZe in their quarterfinal match last weekend for the NA Major. Like, when you're talking about stopping a guy from scoring, I think Ahmad's top. I think he's top tier, if not the best.